I would like to see technology harnessed and utilized for the best of humanity, and we can do that. And there are lots of examples of where it can be used in a really efficient, smart way, but it's ring-fenced and protected from the snooping, spying, censorious state. So I'm all for utilizing technology, and we should harness it and be much more bullish about the whole thing. But the concerns are not just imaginary. I want to come on to them. But I'd say what I think the other brilliant thing about digital ID is it's going to help us win and convince the public and the demos to get rid of all these technocrats, of a prime minister who prefers Davos to Westminster, in his own words, and the cut and thrust of democracy. So that's why it's going to be really good for that. But let's remember the Horizon, the post office IT scandal. Not only did it happen, not only was it just breaches, but people went to prison. Let's remember that whilst they cite examples like Estonia and New South Wales with a digital driving license, we've seen loads of people blagging it. Criminals do it all the time. The public are always the ones who suffer. They have no control over that. We've seen a situation from whether it's IVF records or the blood scandal or Heathrow being grounded, or a whole array of things. The fact that my mum and 3.5 million other older people don't on bank online, can't log in. They say we'll make provisions. You've got to be a certain type of citizen. That's why we have a digital bill of rights together. And that's why we're saying it's not just saying no to a state-forced digital ID, but it's insisting on ring-fencing protections. Like you have to have a warrant, which actually in Tiffany's brilliant book, it's an opus about the private individual and the state. There are precedents set about an Englishman's home and a woman is their castle, and you can't just go in there and invade it without a warrant, and you have to give someone a reason to it, or listen to their phone calls, or read their mail. In the same way, we need to have provisions in the technological field, but we cannot allow a situation where we've seen, and we have things like the net zero shutdowns and blackouts across Portugal and Spain, and then people not being able to log in. There's practical concerns, but the big question, ladies and gentlemen, is we stand on the shoulders of those who've given so much for our rights to privacy, our rights of conscience, our liberties and our freedom and our rights. And when are we going to let technocrats that we've seen through the lockdown files and the Twitter files censored us, sent spies on us like the Rapid Response Unit and the Counter Disinformation Unit, and they're always talking about misinformation and disinformation, calling people criminals, the Home Office, before they'd even been convicted? Are we going to allow these people or any of the others to be able to have a centralized control over all of our data, a biometric surveillance state? Or are we going to be British and show the world that we don't have to do it, we do things differently here, and give an inspiration? I'd say let's go the digital bill of rights, say no to this and push all the way through, and let's make Britain free together.